In this video, we'll see how to send some form data to an API endpoint in your Next.js 14 application. We'll be using fetch API for this function. So here on my page, I already have a method called send form data to API. Inside, we'll be writing the code to send or to post the form data to the API endpoint. I already have an endpoint here inside my routes. It's already running. So let's write some code to send some form data. First, let's create some form data. For this, I'll be writing a separate function, create form data. From here, you can create form data equal to new form data, and we can add in some data to it. Form data dot set. You can add a key value pair here, so I'll add name and a value to name, name and a value to name. We can add multiple values too. Form data dot set age 10, right? And we can simply return the form data, right? And we can call this thing here create form data. So now this should be having the form data. Now I can make an API call using fetch. Inside we can put in the API URL, which in this case is http localhost 3000/API/users, and inside we can specify a method, should be post. Inside the body we can pass in the form data, and once we get a response on this thing, we can also resolve the response here. We can make it a wait here. For that, we need to make the function as async, and I'll make it a wait here. Okay, for clarity, we'll just try logging the response from API. Let's just save this thing, and we are already calling it here, right? And as you can see, it's a post request to this particular route. So inside the post, we have already passing the form data from our request. So that should be here. So I'll just save the changes here. It's already saved, and I'll just load the project. Localhost 3000. That should load the page, and that should make an API call. If I inspect and see, it should be there in the console. So here I'm getting the console 200. This is the response from the client side. Now if I go to the server side, you can see here this one. As you can see, request.form data, once resolved, it's giving out the form data. So this is how you can pass data, or like you can pass form data to an API using fetch in a Next.js project. So I hope you find this video useful. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.